Hello everyone, and in this video I'm going to talk about networking in Unity 3D 5.1.1 P3, which stands for patch 3. So this patch actually helped me to fix the problem with restarting all the network game in this window, so now it's working pretty good. So actually it's not multiplayer, seeing this is still single player. I'm going to show you the difference between single player and multiplayer structure in Unity 3D for now. So I have here my car, and my car, its player has some objects which player is using. So its main camera, its reason of my previous WT star, test code, and that's all. And actually, what's the difference between single player and multiplayer? So in single player you can create a player and many objects which your player will use. So there can be unparented from your player. Unparented, yes, I say unparented. But in multiplayer it's completely different. So each player is a prefab. So if the player is spawned, this is about a prefab that is instantiated. And to create a prefab you have to drag only one file, not file, object from here into here, for example. But in my case I had not one object, I had 1, 2, 3, 4 objects. So I decided to fix this issue. So I decided to take this guy, this, and drag this into player game object. But it created some problems because I needed to have this, and these objects unparented, so they should be not in my car objects. And this is my solution. So I added here such wonderful script, unparent. And what this script does, I'm going to show you this right now in my mono developer. Here we go. So this script is unparenting our objects from our player, and then if our player is not available, if we ban or remove or delete our player, it will remove also this player with with these objects with our player. So I'm going to show you the multiplayer version of this scene. So let's just go here and you will feel the difference. So now I have here gray, dark gray screen because I don't have player with cameras in a scene. I have here such objects like network manager with such configuration. So I have here my prefab, and my prefab has these 3 objects with unparent script attached. And I have here my prefab, which is over here. So this prefab, with these 3 objects inside and unparent script attached to each of them. So this guy is coming here into this slot. And now let's play this game. So there will be a button, host game. So I click this button and you can see that I have here my car, and instead of one object I have here my car, my player clone, and I have here unparented objects which were inside of this guy. So now they are unparented, And what's gonna happen? So if I stop my game, I'll remove my player and these objects for optimization and for memory saving. And what's gonna happen if I don't have these scripts attached to my objects? So this is what's gonna happen. So I stop my game and I kill my player, but these objects are still here, so it's not correct. It's not good for memory optimization. So this is how the script is working. So yes. And now let's have a look at player itself. So this is how the player looks like. So we have this is player and such components attached to our player. So local player authority and such configuration is is over here. So we have send rate 20. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's very good value for fast game, but in my case it's really fast game because it's about racing. And also I have here full 3D because it's also about racing. It's not a 2D platformer, it's not, so it's full 3D game, so it requires synchronization of all axes, so X, Y and Z. And this is actually a part number 1. If you want to see part number 2, in a part number 2 I will make a complete synchronization, so there will be more players, because in this part I have only one player, so it's kinda single player but in multiplayer mode. Yeah guys, so thanks for watching this video. Have a good one. Bye bye and have a good time. See you later in the next video about something very interesting or maybe not very interesting. Bye bye. Stop recording.